Hey, my friend, let's get real for a second. You're lying awake at night, aren't you? The clock's ticking, your mind's racing, and there's that gnawing ache in your chest that won't quit. Maybe she left. Maybe she never texted back. Maybe you're still replaying that last fight in your head, wondering where it all went wrong. I've been there, and I know it stings like hell. But here's the thing. Stoic philosophers tell us something brutal yet liberating. Pain carves the man out of the boy. Yeah, it's not some feel-good motivational quote to slap on a gym wall. It's raw. It's true. And it's exactly what you need to hear right now, dear viewer. See, the Stoics, guys like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, they didn't sugarcoat life. They looked at pain square in the face and said, "You're not here to break me. You're here to shape me. That heartbreak you're feeling is not just some random curse from the universe. According to Stoic wisdom, it's a chisel. It's hacking away at the weak, clingy, boyish parts of you. The parts that romanticized her absence, that waited for a text that never came. And what's left? The real you, the man you're meant to become. But let's not kid ourselves, it hurts. Oh man, does it hurt? That's the point. Pain keeps you up at night because it's doing its job, stripping away the illusions you've been hiding behind. Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself daydreaming about what could have been? You're sitting there, phone in hand, hoping she'll magically realize she made a mistake. My friend, that's the boy talking. That's the version of you that's still tethered to her approval, her presence, her validation. The Stoics would shake their heads at that. They'd tell you to stop romanticizing her absence. Stop waiting for the damn text. Why? Because your worth isn't tied to her. It never was. Heartbreak is brutal enough to kill those illusions. And trust me, it feels like a death sometimes, but it drags the real you to the surface. And that's where the work begins. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. Hell no. You're not going to wake up tomorrow morning feeling like a Roman emperor ready to conquer the day. Pain's a messy sculptor. It chips away unevenly, leaves jagged edges. Maybe you're pissed off right now. Maybe you're wondering why you even clicked on this video. Good. That's fuel. The Stoics didn't run from those emotions. They harnessed them. Take that anger, that sleepless ache, and ask yourself, what's it teaching me? Maybe it's showing you how much you've been leaning on her to feel whole. Maybe it's exposing how little control you've had over your own mind. That's not weakness, my friend. That's a wake-up call. Here's a scene for you. Picture this. It's 2 a.m., you're staring at the ceiling, and your brain's doing that thing where it replays every word she said. If I'd just done this differently, stop. Right there. That's where Stoic rationality kicks in. Marcus Aurelius would tell you, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So what can you control? Not her, not the past, but you can control what you do next. Get up, splash some water on your face, grab a notebook and write down one damn thing you're gonna do tomorrow to take back your life. Doesn't have to be big. Hit the gym, call a buddy, fix that shelf you've been ignoring. Something, anything. That's the first step to rising. And here's the kicker, dear viewer. The Stoics believed that every cut, every scar, is a chance to become better. Pain carves the man out of the boy isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. You're not just patching yourself up here. You're building something new, a version of you that even she couldn't reach anymore. Imagine that for a second. She's out there, living her life, and you're here, becoming so solid, so grounded, that even if she came back, she'd be staring up at a man she doesn't recognize. Not out of spite, no, the Stoics weren't about petty revenge, but out of growth. That's the beauty of this philosophy. It's not about her. It's about you. Let's talk practical for a minute, because I know you're wondering, okay, great, But how do I actually do this? First, quit feeding the pain with fantasies. When that urge hits to check her Instagram or reread old messages, catch yourself. Take a breath, deep one, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the air, feel your chest rise. That's you, alive in this moment, not in some memory. The Stoics called this anchoring yourself in the present. It's your shield against the chaos of what if. Then move, physically. Get your blood pumping. A walk, some push-ups, whatever. Pain's a signal, not a sentence. Use it to wake up your body, not just your mind. But you know what's funny? Sometimes you'll slip. You'll catch yourself staring at that phone again, and you'll feel like a failure. Don't beat yourself up over it. Seneca said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Life's messy, my friend. The Stoics knew that. They weren't perfect either. They just kept going. So when you stumble, dust off and try again. That's manhood, not avoiding the fall, but getting back up every damn time. So here's my challenge to you right now as you're watching this. Tonight, when that pain creeps in, and it will, don't run from it. Don't numb it with a beer or a Netflix binge. Sit with it. Let it carve. Ask it what it's trying to show you. Because according to Stoic wisdom, this is your turning point. This is where you rise. Not to prove anything to her, but to prove it to yourself. You've got this, my friend. You're tougher than you think. All right, my friend, let's dive into this. You're here, watching this, probably because something's gone sideways in your world. Maybe she walked out the door, or maybe you're stuck in that gut-wrenching limbo where you don't even know what's next. That ache in your chest? That's no accident. The Stoics would say, heartbreak in your chest. That's your signal. Not a curse, not a punishment, but a damn wake-up call. Dear viewer, this is where we get to work, where you bury that old version of yourself and become someone new. Let's break it down. Picture this. It's been a week since she stopped replying. You're sitting there, scrolling through your phone, replaying every moment, every conversation. Where did I screw up? You ask yourself. If I just said this instead of that, sound familiar? My friend, that's the trap. You're digging through the wreckage of what was, looking for the mistake, as if finding it will magically fix everything. But here's the Stoic truth, and it's a tough one. You were never supposed to make her your center. You were supposed to make her your complement. The philosophers tell us your happiness, your worth, your strength. It's got to come from inside, not from her. When you pin it all on someone else, you're handing over your power. And when they leave, you're left scrambling, feeling like half a man. So what do you do with that heartbreak gnawing at you? The Stoics didn't run from pain. They didn't numb it with a bottle or distract it with noise. They used it. That's right, my friend. They turned it into fuel. Think about it like this. You're at the gym pushing a heavy weight. It burns, it shakes you, but that's how the muscle grows. Pain's the same deal. That signal in your chest? It's telling you the old you, the one who clung too tight, who lost himself in her, is done. Time to bury him. Not with bitterness or regret, but with purpose. You're not erasing the past. You're letting it die so something stronger can take its place. Let's get real for a second. Say you're out with the guys and someone mentions her name. Your stomach drops. Your mind's off to the races again. Replaying that last fight, wondering if she's with someone else now. Stop. Right there. That's where you apply this Stoic practice. Take a breath, slow, deliberate. Feel the air hit your lungs. The Stoics called this stepping back into reason. You can't control what she's doing, who she's with, or why she left. But you can control what's happening in your head. Ask yourself, what's this pain showing me? Maybe it's that you've been chasing her approval instead of building your own life. Maybe it's that you've let her define you. That's the old you talking, and he's got to go. Here's how you bury him, dear viewer. Start small, but start now. You're not going to transform into Seneca overnight. Hell, even he had rough days. But you can take one step. Get up, make your bed. Sounds simple, right? It is. But it's yours. It's a piece of order in the chaos. Then hit the gym or just go for a walk if that's all you've got in you. Feel your legs move, your heart pump. That's you, alive, not stuck in some memory loop. The Stoics were big on this action over rumination. Every push-up, every step, is you saying, I'm not that guy anymore. You're not numbing the pain, you're forging something with it. Now let's talk about that signal in your chest. It's not just there to torture you, it's a compass. When it flares up, don't drown it out. Sit with it. I mean it, my friend. Next time you feel that sting, maybe you see her post something online, or you pass that coffee shop you used to hit together, don't flinch. Lean in. Ask, what's this telling me to do? According to Stoic wisdom, it's pointing you toward what you can control. You can't change her mind, but you can change yours. You can't rewrite the past, but you can write what's next. That heartbreak, it's your signal to stop replaying the what-ifs and start building the what now. Here's a scene I bet you've lived. You're alone, it's late, and you're tempted to text her. Just one more time. You think, maybe she'll respond. Your thumb's hovering over the send button. Don't. Put the phone down. That's the old you clawing to stay alive. The one who thinks she's the key to fixing this. Bury him. Instead, grab a pen. Write down 3 things you're going to do tomorrow for you. Not to impress her, not to win her back, but to remind yourself you're enough. Maybe it's fixing that leaky faucet you've ignored, or finally reading that book gathering dust. Small wins, my friend. They stack up. And yeah, it's gonna hurt. Burying that old self isn't clean or quick. You'll catch yourself slipping, replaying those moments, wondering where it went wrong. That's normal. The Stoics weren't robots. They felt it too, but they didn't let it own them. When you slip, don't wallow. Get up. Move. Pain's your signal, not your master. Use it to push harder. Lift that weight, take that walk, finish that project. Each time you do, you're burying the guy who'd still be waiting for her call, and you're becoming someone new, someone who stands on his own. Look, I'm not saying you'll wake up tomorrow feeling invincible. This takes time. But every day you choose to use that pain instead of running from it, you're growing. The Stoics would tell you that's virtue. Facing what's hard, not because it's fun, but because it's right. That heartbreak in your chest, it's not the end of you, it's the start. So tonight, when it hits, don't hide. Feel it. Let it burn. Then get to work. Bury him, my friend, and watch who rises. All right, my friend, we've been through some rough terrain together already. You've felt that heartbreak carving you up, and you've started burying the old you, the one who'd wait around, hoping she'd fix everything. Now, dear viewer, it's time to take this a step further. We're not just surviving the pain anymore. We're using it to build something unbreakable. This is about cultivating Stoic virtue, about turning that ache into armor and forging a self-worth that no one can shake. Because here's the deal. Pain doesn't show up to destroy you. It shows up to wake you the hell up. The Stoics didn't just say that to sound tough, they lived it. And you can too. Let's set the scene. It's been a few weeks since she's gone. You're not crying into your pillow every night anymore, but the quiet still stings. You wake up to a silent morning. No good morning text lighting up your phone. You brew your coffee, sit down, and stare at the screen anyway, half expecting, half dreading. That's your moment right there. That's the pain poking at you, testing you. Most guys would scroll through X, numb it with noise, or worse, text her something desperate. Not you, my friend. Not anymore. According to Stoic wisdom, that sleepless night, that silent morning, every second you spend staring at that phone, that's your fuel. It's not here to crush you. It's here to forge you. So what does that look like? Picture this, you're at work, and a buddy asks how you're holding up. "She's gone, man," you say, and your voice cracks a little. Old you would have clammed up, changed the subject, or faked a smile. But now, you feel that twinge in your chest, and instead of running from it, you nod to yourself. "Yeah, it sucks," you admit, "but I'm still here." That's the shift. The Stoic philosophers tell us pain isn't your enemy. It's your trigger, your turning point. It's not about pretending you're fine. It's about facing the hit and standing taller because of it. That's where self-worth starts, when you stop dodging the hurt and start owning it. Here's the thing, dear viewer. Pressure doesn't crush a real man. It forges him. Think about steel in a furnace, bent, hammered, heated until it's damn near molten. That's you right now. Every time you feel that pang. Maybe it's her song on the radio, or you spot her favorite beer in the fridge. It's another hammer strike. The Stoics didn't fear pain. They embraced it like an old friend. Why? Because they knew it was shaping them into something stronger. So when that pang hits, don't flinch. Take a breath, slow, deep. Feel it. Let it burn for a second. Then ask, what's this teaching me? Maybe it's that you're tougher than you thought. Maybe it's that you don't need her laughter to feel alive. That's your armor forming piece by piece. Now, let's get practical, because I know you're thinking, okay, but how do I do this every day? Start with the mornings, those silent ones that used to gut you. When you wake up and the quiet hits, don't roll over and hide. Get up. Make your bed, not because it's some life-changing hack, but because it's a small win you can claim. Then, grab that coffee and sit with the silence. No phone, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. The Stoics called this practicing reason, letting your mind wrestle with itself until it settles. You'll feel the ache creep in, sure. Good. That's your fuel. Use it to plan one thing, one damn thing you'll do today to prove you're still in the game. Hit the weights, finish that project, call your mom. Something that's yours. And here's where it gets real, my friend. You're walking down the street, and you see a couple laughing, holding hands. Your gut twists. Old you would have spiraled, compared yourself, wondered why it's not you anymore. But now, you feel that twist, and you smirk a little. There's the pain again. You think, right on time. You keep walking, head up, shoulders back. Why? Because the Stoics taught us self-worth isn't tied to who's holding your hand. It's in how you carry yourself when no one is. That twist in your gut isn't a defeat. It's a reminder you're alive, you're growing, and you're not defined by what's gone. Let's talk about those sleepless nights, too. You're lying there, ceiling staring back, and your brain's doing its thing, replaying every fight, every what if. Don't fight it. The Stoics didn't numb that stuff. They used it. So flip the script. When the thoughts hit, grab a notebook. Scribble down what's eating you, not to wallow, but to face it. She said I wasn't enough. You right? Then counter it. She's wrong. I'm still here, still pushing. That's you turning agony into armor. Each line you write, each time you refuse to break, you're building a self-worth that doesn't need her stamp of approval. It's yours, forged in the fire of those restless hours. But you know what, dear viewer? It's not always gonna feel noble. Some days you'll want to chuck this Stoic stuff out the window and just yell into a pillow. That's fine. The Stoics weren't saints, they were human. Seneca had his tantrums. Marcus had his doubts. The trick is, when you stumble, you don't stay down. You feel the frustration, the anger, whatever it is. Then you move. Get up, splash water on your face, go for a run. Let the pressure forge you, not flatten you. Because every time you push through, you're proving something to yourself. You're not just surviving this, you're mastering it. Here's a little challenge for you right now as you're watching. Next time that pain shows up, maybe it's tonight, maybe it's tomorrow, don't run. Don't numb it with a beer or a scroll through X. Sit with it. Literally. Set a timer for 5 minutes if you have to. Feel it in your chest, your throat, wherever it lives. Then tell it, "You're not here to break me. You're here to wake me up." Write that down if it helps. Stick it on your mirror. That's Stoic virtue in action. Not some lofty ideal, but a gritty, real choice. You're taking the hit and turning it into strength. And yeah, it's a habit now. Those silent mornings, those sleepless nights, they're not your enemies anymore. They're your training ground. Every time you face them head-on, you're cultivating something deeper. A self-worth that doesn't bend when she doesn't call, that doesn't crack when life gets heavy. The Stoics would say that's the good life. Not easy, not painless, but yours. So keep at it, my friend. That pain? It's not destroying you. It's waking you the hell up. And what's waking up is a man worth knowing. All right, my friend, we've walked through the fire together so far. You've felt the heartbreak carve you, buried the old you, and started forging something tougher, something real. Now, dear viewer, we're hitting the peak of this Stoic climb. This is where it all comes together. Part 4. The ultimate Stoic wisdom. The Stoics didn't fear pain. They embraced it like an old friend. And you're about to learn how to take that agony, use it, and turn it into armor. Not just to survive, but to find peace, real, unshakable peace. Let's dive in. Imagine this. It's late. You're alone in your place, the kind of quiet that presses in on you. You've just seen something. A text from a mutual friend, maybe, or a photo she posted with some new guy. Your chest tightens. That old familiar sting flares up, hot and sharp. Most guys would crack open a beer, scroll X until their eyes blur, or, God forbid, fire off a desperate "Hey, how you doing?" message. Not you, my friend. Not anymore. The Stoic philosophers tell us, pain isn't here to ruin you. It's here to refine you. That sting? It's not your enemy sneaking in to gut you. It's an old friend knocking, saying, "Hey, let's get to work." See, the Stoics, like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, they didn't run from this stuff. They didn't numb it or dodge it. They welcomed it. Why? Because they knew pain's got a job to do. It's intense, sure, like a fire that hurts enough to make you evolve. Think about it. You've been through the breakup, the sleepless nights, the what-ifs. Each one's left a mark, hasn't it? But here you are, still standing. That's not an accident. According to Stoic wisdom, every time you face that fire, instead of flinching, you're turning agony into armor. You're not just patching up the cracks, you're building something that can take a hit and keep going. Let's break it down, dear viewer. Say you're out for a run, trying to clear your head. Your legs are burning, your lungs are screaming, and then, bam, her face pops into your mind. That sting hits again. Old you would have stopped, hands on knees, cursing the universe. But now, you feel it and you keep running. You let that burn in your chest fuel each step. This is mine, you think. This pain, this moment, it's mine to use. That's the Stoic shift. It's not about pretending it doesn't hurt. It does, and that's the point. It's about taking that intensity and channeling it. Each stride, each breath, you're proving you're not a victim of this. You're the master of it. So how do you do this every day? How do you turn agony into armor and find that inner calm? Start with what you can't control. Yeah, I know it sounds backwards, but listen. The Stoics were obsessed with this. Epictetus said it best. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. She's gone. You can't change that. She's with someone else? Not your call. That fight you keep replaying? Done. Release it. I mean it, my friend. Let it go. Next time that sting hits, say it out loud if you have to. I release what I cannot control. Feel the weight lift even just a little. That's the first layer of your armor snapping into place. Here's a scene for you. You're at a bar with the guys. Someone cracks a joke, everyone's laughing, and then you see it. Across the room, a girl who looks like her. Same hair, same vibe. Your stomach drops. The noise fades out, and it's just you and that ache again. Old you would have bolted for the door or drowned it in whiskey. But now, you take a slow sip of your drink. You feel the knot in your gut, and you nod to it. Hey, old friend. You think, I know you. Then you turn back to your buddies and jump into the conversation. That's you using it, not fighting the pain, not running from it, but letting it sit there while you keep moving. That's peace creeping in. And yeah, it's going to take practice. Some nights you'll be lying there, staring at the ceiling, and the fire'll flare up hotter than ever. Maybe you'll hear her voice in your head, or you'll stumble on an old photo in your phone. Don't panic. Don't numb it. Sit up. Grab a pen if you want. Scribble down what's burning you. I miss her laugh, you write. Then flip it. But I don't need it to live. That's stoic as hell, my friend. You're not denying the hurt, you're facing it, wrestling it, and coming out stronger. Each time you do, that agony's not just a wound anymore. It's a shield. It's armor you've forged yourself. Now here's where it gets deep, dear viewer. The Stoics had this wild idea. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Think about that. You're out here, feeling this pain, working through it, while the world's telling you to man up or get over it already. Screw that noise. Let them think you're weak for sitting with this, for not chasing the next distraction. You know the truth, you're evolving. That fire in your chest? It's not breaking you, it's making you. And the guys who laugh, they're still running from their own shadows. Not you. You've got the guts to embrace this like the Stoics did. Like it's an old friend who's here to push you higher. Let's get practical one more time. Next time that pain shows up, maybe you're driving and her song comes on the radio. Don't skip it. Turn it up. Feel it hit you. Let it sting, let it burn. Then breathe, deep, slow. Say to yourself, this is mine to use. I release what I can't control. Then crank the wheel and keep going. That's your move. That's you turning the agony into something solid. Something that protects you instead of piercing you. And when the song ends, you'll feel it. A quiet settling in. Not happiness, not yet. Peace. The kind that comes when you stop fighting the fire and start wielding it. But look, my friend, it's not always going to be poetic. Some days you'll feel like a damn fool for still hurting. You'll catch yourself staring at that phone, tempted to break your own rules. That's fine. The Stoics weren't perfect. Marcus Aurelius wrote about his own struggles, his own nights of doubt. The trick is, when you slip, you don't stay down. You laugh at yourself a little. Hell, I've done it too. There I go again. You mutter, and then you move. Splash some water on your face. Hit the gym. Call a buddy. Use that slip as fuel. It's all part of the forge. Here's my challenge to you right now as you're watching this. Tonight or whenever that pain knocks next, don't duck it. Welcome it. Say, hey, old friend, what's up? Sit with it for 5 minutes. Feel the heat, the weight. Then let it go, release what you can't control. Write it down if you need to. I release her. I release the past. This is mine now. Stick it somewhere you'll see it. That's your armor hardening. That's you finding peace. Not by escaping the pain, but by embracing it, using it, owning it. And you know what, dear viewer? This is where it all lands. Those sleepless nights, those gut punches, they're not your downfall. They're your strength. The Stoics didn't fear pain because they knew it was their teacher, their forge, their friend. You've got that in you too. Every time you face it, every time you release what's gone and turn that agony into armor, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're calm. You're solid. You're free. So keep at it, my friend. Hit that like button if this resonates. Subscribe if you're in this with me, and comment below. I release what I cannot control, because you've got this. You're a Stoic now, and that peace, it's yours. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the true strength in any relationship, whether it endures or ends, lies not in the other person, but in the self-mastery we cultivate within. Heartbreak, that relentless sculptor, offers us a chance to practice rationality and courage, chiseling away our dependence on external validation until only inner peace remains. Take a moment each day to sit in stillness, breathe deeply, and reflect on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your virtues, and release the rest to the winds of fate. This, the Stoic masters would agree, is the path to a resilience that transcends fleeting passions, a wisdom that anchors us firmly in the present, and a strength that proves timeless in its quiet, rational embrace.